Recently, I was scrolling the internet and I came across a clip of Ted Cruz on a podcast. Now, Ted Cruz, controversial figure in politics, but he was specifically talking about Bitcoin and authoritarians. And I gotta say, Ted Cruz absolutely nailed it. Here's the clip that I saw, and then I'll let you know exactly what I think about it.
These authoritarians hate Bitcoin and they hate crypto, and it's for the same reason. Why do they hate Joe Rogan? Because they can't control him. He's not subject to their authoritarian power. Why do they hate Bitcoin? Because they can't control it. It is a system of currency outside of the monopoly control of the U.S. government. And I got to say, as I've addressed, I spoke at a big crypto conference in Austin several months ago, and I said, listen, you need to understand this administration, I believe, is going to go after you and is going to try to destroy you. And by the way, that's a pattern of authoritarians. China, communist China, outlawed Bitcoin for the exact same reason. Why does Elizabeth Warren hate Bitcoin? For the same reason that she in China hates Bitcoin, because neither one of them can control it. And the theme through all of this is the power of freedom to be not subject to the arbitrary whims of those in government power.
Now, that's an incredible viewpoint coming from a sitting U.S. politician. Of course, Bitcoin is a decentralized open protocol. It is outside the system. No one controls it, and no one can change it without more than 51% of people agreeing to the changes. That's how a democratic free market system should operate. But any time that we have a politician sitting and comparing an authoritarian government like China with other U.S. sitting politicians, you got to sit up and ask yourself, what is going on? And of course, he's got a point that there's plenty of people around the world, both within the United States and internationally, that don't like Bitcoin because they can't control it. Regardless of what you think about Wall Street and the banks, politicians and governments are real cozy with the people who control money. But all of a sudden, when you have a system that no one controls, they get really scared. That ends up upending how their model of the world works. Bitcoin liberates citizens from having to worry about what their government's going to do next. There no longer is a variable monetary policy. They can't debase your currency. They can't steal your wealth through inflation. Bitcoin has a programmatic monetary policy. It's predictable. It's independent. No one controls it. And any authoritarian government, any politician that has built their career on cozying up to the banks, they're screwed. Bitcoin is inevitable, and millions of people around the world are continuing to adopt it. Ted Cruz gets it, and my guess is that every politician is eventually going to be forced to become pro-Bitcoin.